I came from nothing to something, lost it. But then if you could make nothing into something, you could do it every time. So you got to gamble on yourself every second of the way. You take your scars with you, you carry them, and it reminds you of why you went through that. But you got to really go through that. What's for you is always going to be there for you. People could derail it, delay it. They know it. But the thing is, like, are you willing to avoid all that? Are you willing to not entertain it and allow it to just come to you? When it's really hard, be grateful for it, be thankful for it, be like, this teaching me, this holding me, this is letting me grow and sprout to be something more than I probably think I can ever be.
All right, guys, we got Teofimo here today. Celebrity Poker Tournament. You made a deep run.
Yeah, I did. I did all right. I had a good time though. Overall, I like actually playing out here. So
Yeah, you play a lot of poker these days.
I'm gonna start tapping in more.
Yeah.
I really want to get to that final table.
You got to transition from boxing to poker. It looks like.
Yeah, to be honest, a lot of us too. And you got Paulo Costa right now. He's in the final table, so he's repping for all combat athletes, and rooting for him.
Yeah, you got any fights coming up?
For myself, right now, yeah, we're in talks between a fight in December. Can't really mention who. Don't want that to fall out.
Okay.
And then January with Shakur Stevenson.
Nice.
So either or.
Big fights.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of the Jake Paul fight upcoming?
Upcoming fight, in November.
Yeah.
Netflix. I even said I pitched out that I would like to fight on that. I don't even care at this point. Just to have maybe one real fight. But it's great. It's great for entertainment. And, kudos to Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis, one of the world's renowned fighters that a lot of people like to watch and tune in. So it should be a good, exciting fight.
Who you got winning?
It's an exhibition, so it's not going to matter.
Okay. So you treat that in a different category than a real boxing fight?
Yeah, it's like who you like picking back then. Think about WrestleMania. I forget what number. I should do my research on that part. But think about it like the Big Show versus Mayweather. Who you got winning, right? But it's an exhibition. And it's kind of already prompt to see who's going to win.
I feel that.
Put on some brass knuckles at the end. Bam. So it's stuff like that. I think that's happening again in today's boxing world.
Do you think that's good for boxing, or do you kind of just...
Boxing's not boxing no more. It's a commercialized sport.
Yeah,
that's all it is. So for all those young ones that are out there really wanting to focus on this as a career, have like two or three other things in line. Focus more on like your educational part and build on investments. Yeah, wow. Just as a safety measure.
Wow, that's good advice. I mean, you're living it every day, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I am. Me on my scale level, and I think those on the mass table, they will know I am a 10-time world champion, 2-time undisputed. However, on a technical part of it, 7 times within just 8 years.
Yeah.
And really solidified my Hall of Fame at 25.
That's young.
Then we have right now Canelo versus Crawford in a couple weeks from now, which is exciting. It's great. You have all the parties and homes that are coming in, as far as like TKO, Dana White, Sufa Boxing.
What do you think of Dana White getting involved with boxing?
Yeah, that's kind of like rude. See, and that's the thing too. Like when you're a boxer, what the thing is too is hard for me. One thing I cannot have in my career, in my life, is get on that white wall mugshot. I cannot. Battling with the masses that I face, that's just one thing I can't commit to. But that's kind of rude, Obviously, that's kind of disrespectful on any level. And sometimes I do want to slap a guy like that.
Damn.
Yeah, but got to be a bigger person.
Yeah, I know he spoke negatively about boxing in the past, right?
I'm talking about this guy that walked out in the fucking room. Excuse my language.
What happened to him?
You shouldn't just walk out if we're doing these type of interviews, what I'm saying? As long as it's not, I don't know if it's pre-recorded, so that's fine. Y'all could edit. Or if it's live.
Yeah, we could edit that out. My bad. I didn't know what that guy was doing.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a fuck you.
Yeah.
Just because people have this persona thinking that I'm racist. And I think that's one of the questions that we could talk about too.
People think you're racist? Why?
I think that people are in the genre or in this. That's why I was talking about before we got on. It's like, not to get too on it. It's I grew up on like the boxers, Marvin Hagler, Muhammad Ali. You even think about some of the young Latinos in that sense, Roberto Duran, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And you think about these things, and my whole thing to it is they used to amp up stuff without any consequences. They used to talk and everything was marketing. You know what I mean? And I still kind of hold that mentality. However, we're in a time and stage which I'm not upset about. It's just something I gotta adjust to. Is that you can't say certain things. Even in the early 2000s, they used to come out with movies and so on and so forth where you could say faggot and all these things.
Right.
You can't say that no more.
Yeah, you could say gay, you could say faggot, retarded.
You can't say, let's say nigga, because I'm from Brooklyn. Like, but people get upset. I don't understand this shit. Like, just because of, what it really takes as a professional fighter. But like to really hold it down for everybody, I got people from the pen anywhere across the nation. Let's just not even New York, that really respect and love what I'm doing.
Yeah,
that's a real nigga. That's a real person. Though.
Right.
That's what it means. See, like when you think of, I even think what's it called? You had Eazy-E's son. He makes a funny joke about it, but it's true. Black and brown is how you get down. And what are we getting September 13th? Black and brown is how we're gonna get down for boxing against Canelo versus Crawford. And it's still there, but it's somewhat in the surface, and I think that's not right. But I gotta adjust to it because if not, you get so-called canceled or eliminated.
You lose sponsors, you lose money, right?
It's not even that. It's just that now people think that you're difficult to work with, but you're making it, right? There's no such thing as bad publicity until you rape a child or until you hit a woman in a man's perspective, right? Or you murder somebody and go to jail, right? For life.
Yeah.
I think I hold those things as definitely.
Yeah.
But, help me out. I need to know. I'm 28 now. I have a young son. And I'm trying to lead by a good example, not by having people think that I'm some sort of person that they're really pushing for.
Right. Did becoming a father change your life pretty dramatically?
I think anything like that, anything new in your life will change your mindset if you're really focusing on growth. I have a good, wise young man. He says that you have to go through it or grow through it. And with that comes with a lot of responsibilities, so that's why my whole thing is make boxing great again, trying to find other ways to inspire. I think that's something that I learned from that Mamba mentality is inspiring.
Right.
Yeah,
because you used boxing to escape poor conditions, right?
No, I use boxing as a tool to let others know that we're just like them. We're just trying to show them that there's other ways to get out of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're just like them. I'm just like you. That's why I never changed my teeth. Like I didn't
get veneers.
I didn't get veneers. I didn't do the whole thing. I kept myself as unique as I was when I was that young kid. Try to keep it like that. Some people have a thing where they want to fake it till they make it, but I'm like, fuck that. I'll make it, then I'll just leave.
Yeah. Well, some people switch up once they start getting the attention too.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think that it's about, look what happened. Prime example, there's so many, how can I say, moguls or so many people around the world that we've idolized or looked up to, whether it's in sports, being a doctor, any of that nature, right? Yeah. In those fields, there's someone that you was like, that person made me want to do it, right? And I think that's the purpose of all that we're doing. It's not for us, even when it comes to religion, it's not for that particular person or thing. It's more so of leading and finding that you can become something of that nature, finding that purpose of why you're leaning to that. So you need a destination. We all need like a road to follow. Yeah. And it depends on what journey you want to take.
I'm big on that purpose. That's what drives you, right?
Purpose. Kids. Everything. Like kids are a big plus on everything on that level. My son is all into superheroes right now, so I'm on that mentality. Like I'm gonna be his real life, superhero.
Yeah.
So that's everything though, because those are the next generation. That's the future. Those are the kids that are gonna watch over us when we're old and gray.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's if we're blessed enough to get to that point.
For sure.
Yeah, man. But I love boxing. I really do. I love everything that it comes with. Just in the nick of time. I think Crawford is the only one that I think he was like a 2-time linear world champion at that time that people talk about heavily. But I did it 11 years before him.
Damn.
Yeah, imagine that. But these are things that no one mentions or speaks on. because I didn't commit.
When you say commit, what do you mean, I guess?
Commit to that high table, man, that runs everything.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's like an elite group running the whole boxing organization?
Not just in boxing. Come on now.
What'd you say?
Not in just boxing. Come
like
on
the whole
now.
world,
This is the whole world, bro. Like, there's a prince out here that runs this shit, and I'm just not that guy to commit to it.
Is that the turkey stuff, or is that a different?
No. Just another thing. Just another line of stuff. Turkey, His Excellency, he's doing great. He's doing great for the sport. Can't be mad at it. Now we got Netflix involved more than ever. Although it could also be part of, Jake Paul, MVP. So it's just all these things playing that role. I think for everybody though, get on your, high horse and really, don't I would say don't stop. Just keep going. Don't stop.
Would you ever want your son to pursue this lifestyle?
I'm sacrificing myself in the sense of like, you see family, you see parents, they say, I'll die for my kid. But you never hear someone say, I'll live for my kid.
Wow.
So I'm living for him so that he doesn't have to go through it. And if anything, if he does want to take my path, well, Daddy has set out a good detour for him to where he could follow and create his own things. I think that's the pursuit of your happiness, is seeing how much and what you leave behind for the next family tree that grows off of your own seed.
I'm going to use that. I live for my kid. Yeah, I believe every generation should improve.
Yeah. We shouldn't be shy or scared to speak out how we feel or how we think or what we are going to do. Why I love boxing so much was because back then, someone will say some shit, I'm gonna fuck you, or like what happened to Mike Tyson, say I'm gonna eat your children and stuff like that, and then boom, it will happen. He wouldn't eat the children, but he'll knock you out in the first couple rounds, or bite your ear off. And now it seems like everything's a little bit more censored,
political.
And you can't have that in boxing though. Boxing still to this day, if you go on Google, if you go on any other search, if you look at the top number one or toughest sports in the world, boxing is number one.
You think it's the toughest sport in the world?
Yeah, because although it's only your hands, you're using your legs, and it's the mentality part of it. The mental strength you have to have. I mean, I think Ryan Garcia could really even tap in on this because he was at a point where a lot of things came to him quickly, and it can either make you or break you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Your life's on the line when you walk in there. The guys in Japan, rest in peace, that's part of the job with boxing.
Yeah, we lose, I think, about like anywhere from like 10 to 15 boxers a year.
Holy crap.
Possibly more.
That's actually crazy.
I think it's a lot more now. It's starting to grow.
Shout out to today's sponsor, Quince. As the weather cools, I'm swapping in the pieces that actually gets the job done, that are warm, durable, and built to last. Quince delivers every time with wardrobe staples that'll carry you through the season. They have fall staples that you'll actually want to wear, like the 100% Mongolian cashmere for just $60. They also got classic fit denim and real leather and wool outerwear that looks sharp and holds up. By partnering directly with ethical factories and top artisans, Quince cuts out the middleman to deliver premium quality at half the cost of similar brands. They've really become a go-to across the board. You guys know how I love linen and how I've talked about it on previous episodes. I picked up some linen pants and they feel incredible. The quality is definitely noticeable compared to other brands. Layer up this fall with pieces that feel as good as they look. Go to quince.com/DSH for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. They're also available in Canada too.
Starting to grow, it's not easy. I think it's also because of the environment, that we have and that we live on. These other fighters like Muhammad Ali, they had to run. They were running with the shoes that they had. You know what I mean? And they fought every day or every other week just to get a couple dollars into their account. Yeah. Which was a lot then. So obviously, I think we're at a point where we're a bit more on we're all sleeping on silk. Like on our beds are silk and everything, silk sheets and everything. So.
You think it doesn't have the same grit as they used to?
No, that's why you got to hold on to it. And the way I do it is small minor things to remind myself of the humility of it.
Like what? Could you give an example?
Shit, people going to probably laugh at this, but it's so simple, yet it means a lot. I just pick up after myself. Some people just leave their shit and I just pick it up. Even if someone dropped their stuff, I'll pick it up. And it kind of gives me a reminder of this is how I was then, this is how I'm always going to be. Toilets, right here we're over here at the Poker Go studio right now, and like, you know, I'm in the restroom, and it's just all dirty. So I'm just cleaning it.
Wow.
Just fucking, and then, you know, so the next guy can have a clean stool.
Holy crap! So you can really put your ego to the side, your pride to the side, and
Yeah.
be humble.
That's why boxing is very tough. Because when you're so high, you forget that your feet, you know, are
Right.
not on the ground.
Did you fall into that at your peak when you were winning all those titles?
I think I just got into entertaining the high masses and like the Freemasonry and stuff. I wanted to battle them. So I think I got too involved in that side, and you can't because they got time.
Yeah.
Those
And you
people
were
have
too
time.
early too. Now there's a
No,
movement, but
you can never be too early. You learn from it all.
you think so?
Absolutely. What's for you is always going to be there for you. People could derail it, delay it. They know it. They know it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, are you willing to avoid all that? Are you willing to not entertain it and allow it to just come to you? And I'm like, yeah, now I am. But I had to go through that to grow through that.
Yeah. It's a brave path to be the first person to speak out about something like that. You know, I got to give you your flowers.
No, because, nah. There's all right, we could say all the religions, those that they have as God, they've done it. So that's all I'm doing is just following it. That means that it's possible. What's the worst that could happen? Death? That's a celebration.
You don't fear death?
We all fear death. It's what you left behind. Are you okay with what you have, what you did? Did it make an impact? Did it prove something to somebody? Did it change somebody's life? I get people from around the world. I was just in Ibiza, Spain. Shout out to España. And to even a small island like that, people recognizing Teofimo, knowing Teofimo. Hey, you've changed my life. Hey, you made me want to get into this.
Wow.
You know, like
Worldwide impact.
it's a beautiful thing.
That is beautiful.
You know what I mean? I take, just like anything else, you take your scars with you, you carry them, and it reminds you of why you went through that. But you got to really go through that. If you want things easy, well, yeah, the prince could give you all those things easy, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, man. They give you everything you want. But what they really want is something that, you know, we have the choice of having or not. So.
Well, the most growth is in your most uncomfortable moments, right?
Yeah, no, even the best. It's when you're not just uncomfortable, when you're the most comfortable.
You think so?
Absolutely. You can't get comfortable, man. You cannot at all. I tell you, Sean, you cannot get comfortable. When things are getting really good, just be grateful for it. When it's really hard, be grateful for it, be thankful for it. Be like, this teaching me, this holding me, this is letting me grow and sprout to be something more than I probably think I can ever be.
I love that, man.
You got to expand. I don't like just being a boxer. I'll be honest with you.
Really?
I don't like just being a boxer.
Wow. Because you dedicated your whole life to this.
And I love it, but I did it. And I'm grateful for it. I would like to expand. I would like to be known as a very educated young man that didn't have much and learned through his own experiences. Was self-taught, was self-managed through his wins and his losses, as we all go through. I didn't have something to fall onto. I had to make it fall onto. I came from nothing to something, lost it. But then if you could make nothing into something, you could do it every time. So you got to gamble on yourself every second of the way.
I love that.
And I think we all have that, not just in one race, but in the human race. All of us as a color. All of us. You know, you're here today. You've been successful. I've seen it. The amount of views, you're well-spoken, and you got a lot of things going for yourself. You know, and I think that's the beauty about what we have now. We got where we can speak on these things, right? To like kind of like untold stories, and people really wanted to know who you are and how you are.
Absolutely.
You know?
It's cool that we can finally open up. I feel like 10 years ago, this wasn't a platform at all.
No, and it's like young men like yourself that really could make that possible and make that where we are actually heard.
Yeah, you too, man. You played a role in it, so thank you.
No, it takes a village.
Yeah.
It takes a village, and we're all in this together on that part.
Absolutely.
You know, and we can't, despite all the other parts, we just can't let go of that. You know?
What's next for you, man? Where can people support you, keep up with you, get advice from you and all that?
Yeah, for everybody. Listen, my name's Teofimo Lopez. Two-time undisputed world champion, two-time linear world champion, 2 weight divisions, Hall of Famer, 25. Yes, 25.
Oh.
And, the best forget the rest. I say it with my chest. And, I love what I do. And you guys can follow me on all my social media platforms like Snapchat, Facebook, XApp, Instagram, LinkedIn at Teofimo Lopez.
Check him out, guys. Shout out to Cleon for setting this up, too. Peace.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you.
I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the show a lot with the algorithm. Thank you.